Hello, welcome to another Scratch tutorial. This is going to be probably a mini-series about how to make a platformer. So I'm going to start out with some basic stuff, nothing really. We've got the Scratch Cat, which is going to be our platformer. And we've got the stage here, and it's got a couple backgrounds in it, just a couple of levels. And we have a script that'll set the backdrop to the first backdrop, and a script that'll make the cat smaller and go to a starting position when I hit the flag. So you can see here the cat is here. So here we have some code that'll make the cat move left and right with the left and right arrow keys. So there we go. Now you can see that the cat moves smoother. So this is, I have a tutorial on how to do stuff like this. I've also made a Y velocity variable. So here we're just adding some code that says if it's not touching the green color that I decided to make the ground, we'll change the Y velocity a little bit. It won't quite work because we don't really have it stop if it is touching the color. So now this bit of code says that basically if it hits the ground, then it'll stop falling down. So if we hit the green flag, you can see that works fine. And then we're actually touching this second green, so it won't fall off of there. Then if I come down here, it'll start falling again. We can change up the gravity a little bit too. And then from there, I guess we should add jumping. So I'm going to put this if function for jumping inside of this not touching color green, the else of that, so that it definitely is touching color green, because you don't want to jump if you're already in the air. And then we'll make jumping spacebar, and we'll say change Y velocity by 20. Seems about good. We also want to do is make the level restart if you fall down before reaching the end. If the Y less than negative 185. Quick tip, if you go to motion, this position here will be the position of the sprite at the current time. Do this, put this inside our code, and there we go. Now you can see the level restarts when you fall on the ground. Yeah. Another thing we want to do is probably make sure that you can actually beat the level by getting to the right side of the screen. Much similar to this. So, Y position to X position, greater, because it's the right side, and then the X actually goes up to 240, so we'll say 230 maybe. So here, there's not actually a next backdrop in the sprite, which is kind of annoying. What we gotta do is say next backdrop in the backdrop itself. And so what we're gonna want to do is make a new message, and we'll call it next level. Okay, and then in the next level we can say next backdrop, and then if there's ever any other stuff we need to do when it hits the next level, we can refer to that, and then we just say broadcast next level here, and then do this stuff. There we go. So now this code is getting kind of long, but it works. Hopefully, if I've done everything right. So you can see we can still hop around, and if we fall down it resets, but if we make it to the right side of the screen, it goes on to the next level. The next thing I want to add is lava, which you can see I have as this little red square here. I think I'm going to make a reset block. I've been using the same code a lot lately. So if we define reset, and then that's just this stuff, right? So then we can just say reset here, right? I'll put a reset in here, and in here, and then finally let's say if, and we'll say touching color red, then we can simply say reset instead of copying that code again. And so now you can see that if I jump and I hit the red, it's kind of hard to see, but it does kind of teleport you back to the beginning. So now you got to avoid the red. Looks like I've made this level a little bit too hard by not giving myself enough jump height. So let's just change this to like 25. And of course you can play around with these numbers if you want. And you can make whatever levels you want. So now we have this first level, which is pretty easy. And the second level is also pretty easy. Oh, and here's this level. There's no way we're going to be jumping over that. But wait, there's this blue thing here. Ooh, what's it going to do? So this is going to be like a trampoline or a jump boost platform. So I just used some blue color. And then we can say that if we are touching this color, actually we should use set just in case it moves up and then you still keep going. We should use set here too. Say set Y velocity to 30, and then here we'll say maybe 40. Boom, there we go. And I can pop over the red stick and head to the next level. There is no next level at the moment, it just restarts. But yeah. So that's a simple platformer. I'll talk about other things to add next time. And I hope you enjoyed this video.